Welcome to my boring opinion. Okay, I'm back again. And in this video, I'm going to talk about two things. Let's see, what should I talk about first? I guess first I'll talk about the Stephon Clark incident, my thoughts on it. Okay, so, the video footage that I've seen on that, the helicopter footage, it shows him jumping over a fence and into a backyard, which turned out to be his grandmother's backyard. And the police would not have known that. So to them, it would have looked like he was trespassing in his own backyard, and he might have been trespassing in his neighbor's backyard, or at least that's what it looked like. Now maybe if he had a legitimate reason of being there, that information is not really clear, because the police saw him jumping over that fence, which made him seem to be a trespasser. In the helicopter camera you can see that, and then he is seen running from the cops. Then the cops was investigating reports of someone breaking car windows when they came across this guy. Now, I don't think Stephon Clark, which I think that's how you pronounce his name, I don't think he was the guy that was breaking car windows, because he didn't really have anything on to break the car windows with. Although it still doesn't make sense that he ran from the cops and he wasn't cooperating with them. I mean, if he ran from the cops, then he would have had to have seen them coming. So, and if he was listening to music or anything with his iPod or whatever, well, that was an iPhone, wasn't it? Then he could have taken them out. And see, in that video footage I've seen, now the cops gave him a chance to comply and to listen. Show us your hands. And as far as the cops knew, this was the guy that was going around breaking windows, car windows. So he must be armed. He's obviously not using his hands to break the windows with. I mean, you're investigating reports of somebody breaking car windows. You can see somebody jumping a fence into a backyard. I mean, I can see where you would misinterpret what he was doing. And if that's not bad enough, the guy ran from the cops. And then, when told to show the cops his hand to show that he wasn't armed, he doesn't listen. I mean, the cops see something in his hand, and like I said, they think that this is the guy breaking car windows, so he must have a tool or something to break the car windows with. He has an unidentified object in his hand, presumed to be a weapon. I mean, it was dark. I don't know anybody in that situation who would have made different choices. I mean, the guy made himself look suspicious. He made himself look guilty. I mean, even if he wasn't the guy that was going on breaking car windows, he evidently must have been up to something. He must have been up to no good. Or at least, that's the impression that he gave when he ran from the cops. And that's the impression that he gave when he refused to cooperate. I mean, in that situation now, pretty sure that if the cops wasn't investigating, reports of somebody breaking car windows, it would have turned out a little bit different. I don't know. Either way, Stephon Clark is the cause of his own death. If it was not, you don't. And I've seen Black Lives Matter protest without having all the facts. Without even caring about all the facts. All they know is white cop kills black guy. Let's protest. Let's not look to see if it was self-defense or what. Just protest. That's all they know. And the facts don't back up what Black Lives Matter are claiming. So they don't do much research. And I have seen lots of videos of black people that are against Black Lives Matter. And a few years ago, I seen a video of this black woman, late 20s, raising her kids to hate the cops. She was teaching them that cops are their enemy. Disobey cops. Do not comply to the orders. They are your enemies. You ought to hate them. You ought to fight them. That's what she was teaching her kids. And her oldest kid must have been about 5 years old at the time. Maybe 4. Not much past like toddler-ish. Like 4 or 5 years old. Somewhere in that area. And the cops ended up having to kill her in self-defense. And Black Lives Matter protested her death and made her sound like a hero or something. So, given that information, I know, and Black Lives Matter's reputation, I believe that this spot here shooting was justified. See, it doesn't matter that. See, you don't look at the fact that he turned out to be an unarmed man in his grandmother's backyard. You look at the information that the cops would have known at the time of the shooting. The cops didn't know that he was in his grandmother's backyard. They thought he was trespassing. And why wouldn't they think that? He was seen jumping over a fence from the helicopter camera. Once again, it looked like he was trespassing. They don't know whose backyard. They don't know whose backyard that was. They don't know. The cops don't know that he was unarmed. They didn't discover that until after it was too late. After he was already dead. And people are judging the cops based on after-the-fact knowledge. Yeah, I've wanted to make this video for a couple of days. I'm new to the story. I found out that the actual event happened like a week ago, something like that. And I guess his autopsy report just got released. I mean, and that's why people are protesting. I mean, right now, I'm not looking at the autopsy report. I'm looking at the video footage. So far, none of the video footage that I've seen shows what he was doing. So, in my opinion, if those cops was to get arrested, the video footage, either the video footage would not be enough to convict the cops of anything. I mean, which I'm sure it'll be under investigation. There have been, and I'm pretty sure the autopsy report would probably get like something, I don't know. So far, going by the video footage, the shooting is justifiable. You have a guy giving the appearance of trespassing, seeming suspicious. He ran from the cops. He didn't comply to their orders. So, what would you think? So what's the cop supposed to think? I mean, I like to imagine myself with like other people's shoes, even though I never actually been there myself. I kind of like to understand the other person's perspective. The cops are innocent. They had every reason to believe that they was in danger, because they thought that they was investigating reports of somebody breaking car windows, and they thought that Stephon Clark was the guy. And if he was the guy breaking car windows, then as far as they knew, he was armed. He had some kind of weapon on him. A crowbar or a tool or a gun. Whatever he was used to break the windows with. Which could also be used as a weapon. Now secondly, my understanding that wow, this video is already 10 minutes long. That's not more. My understanding that there was a shooting at the YouTube headquarters. Now, I did a little bit of research when I first heard about it. It's also my understanding that YouTube is a gun-free zone. In California, I heard how strict gun control laws where a gun goes. So, I don't know, maybe I should go back over my video department with gun-free zones. And that's it for this video. Bye. This has been my boring opinion. Thanks for watching my video, and don't forget to follow me, subscribe, and check out my Twitter, and follow me on Patreon.